My name's Johnny.
Drop it.
Hey, how's it going, Joker fam? It's your boy, Haha Joker, man. And today, this is our first College 25 video, man. Very happy to get this video out to you guys. Took me a while, obviously, but there was a lot of things that were coming out at the time, and obviously the early access, and of course, since Sunday has now officially passed, obviously Legends, the first bit of Legends are out. So, again, a lot of things to go over, but one other thing, we're going to try to keep the video nice and sweet. I'm going to give you guys my rating of College 25 or NCAA 25, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it, whatever floats your boat. But I'm going to give you guys my rating of it, and we're going to get into a couple of reasons why I'm giving it this rating. But let's go ahead and jump into it, man. As you guys can see, this is what my team is looking like. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of the things that I've noticed from college football is simply like the gameplay off rip, right? Now, one thing that, based off of this, presentation, right? Presentation is a huge thing, man, especially when you're like going through the menus and stuff like that. Presentation is a huge thing, and obviously college football doesn't hit on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But for right now, man, this is what the team is looking like. We'll start with that, right? So we have actually one of the best running backs too, so very happy with that. Happy about that due to a pack glitch, which another thing we'll get into. And this is what the defense is looking like. We got Eric Kendricks, which we were lucky enough to pull. We had Joey Bosa, which was one of our first big pickups. Bill Carter, which was a pack glitch, and our D-line. So our D-line is very very interesting. We'll get into. I'm gonna get into this now. Real quick. So my D-line is massive, right? Even though he's a 72 overall, right? This guy is 6'5", 415 pounds. Okay, so he's just a big, massive body. Okay, that's really all he is. He's just here to like take up space. But here's the other thing. We also have another D lineman who's a little bit better, right? He is, I believe, yeah, he's a little bit better. Obviously, he's an 83 overall, but let me see if I can get to his weight and stuff like that. He is 6'3", 339 pounds, right? And we have another player on our D line, which is Deon Walker. Now, he does have a little bit of a better card. I believe it's an 84 overall card. He gets a free. It's a free 84 overall card, but right now where we're at in the pass, I think it's every 10 levels or something like that you get another one. So we gotta wait till we're season level 40 to get that. But either way, Walker has he has an 83, so we went ahead and picked it up. At the end spot, he's 6'6", 348 pounds. Okay, now you know what the D-line is like, and obviously we have Joey Bosa, which, if you know anything about Joey Bosa, he's not they have 300 plus pounds. But we'll get into why we have our D-line that way a little bit more later on. But either way, overall, this is what the team is looking like. So, as it is, presentation, right? College football doesn't really hit too well in the presentation. As far as, obviously, certain cards look better than others. Obviously, Eric Kendricks and Joey Bosa look more, you know, like themselves versus the other players that we have. They're just obviously pulled from the game, you know what I'm saying, and put on cards. Once again, this is more so understandable because, obviously, there's a shit ton of college players compared to, you know, Madden only having 32 teams with a select few players, you know what I'm saying? So, and even then, when it comes to Madden, not every single player is in Madden, you know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't even think every single college player is in college football, but still, it's still a lot of schools, still a lot of, you know, obviously kids and stuff like that in this game, and it's like, you can't get, you know what I'm saying? You can't get everybody in the game, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, this aspect is a little bit more understandable. But one thing that I did notice is packs, right? And pack animations are all the same, no matter what. The Legends that officially came out, when you're pulling packs for these, they're all the same animations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know as far as what the LTD pulls look like, but all the pack animations are the exact same. So again, 80, if you pull a 80, 85, whatever, the pack animation is the same, which again, it's minuscule in the grand scheme of things, but at the end of the day, it's still part of the presentation of it, because obviously in Madden, you got an LTD pool. It's a completely different animation than any other animation in the game, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't know what the LTD pool animation is, but still, I know that the top tier players in the game, the 85s, the 89s, and one of the 90s, which is a receiver, all their animations are the same. So it's like, that's not really good as far as presentation, in my opinion. Now, real quick too, this is what is pretty much in the game. Some of you guys probably already have the game, you know what I'm saying? This is what the catalog is looking like. Again, some of the biggest upgrades I for sure need to make of my team is going to be currently getting a quarterback, so either Pat White or Marcus Mariota. I do not care which one, but that's our next set of goals. We are also, this year, I am going to be trying to do a squad. As much as I hated it, and I only had one Madden when I was able to get the 305 boys, the Miami Dolphins theme team, on the channel. And obviously last year it wasn't going to happen because of the direction EA decided to take their game, which is another thing we're going to harp on a little bit in this video. But in NCAA, we are going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So Ray Lewis is going to be a #1 pickup for me eventually when we get the coins for it. And that's really about it. But also, you know, we got to upgrade our receivers. We got a lot of upgrades we got to make. But again, we'll obviously talk about some of the key upgrades you guys probably should make on your team, because at the end of the day, actually, just real quick, so honestly, some of the key upgrades you guys will need offensively, make sure you have a quarterback and a running back. Honestly, everything else will kind of just work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still running with the 81 Travis Hunter, and I don't even know who my other receiver 2 is, and I'm still able to win games. You feel me? So it is what it is, but you definitely need to have an accurate quarterback, accurate throwing quarterback, and a good running back. Those two you definitely need. Defensively, I'm not going to lie to y'all, it really is an offensive game this year. You know what I'm saying? So defensively, you need a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I would say it would start with your linebackers, right? You need to have good, fast linebackers and safeties, because I'm sure some of you guys are going to be running zone coverage. Man coverage is not, as of right now, to me personally, it's not the move unless you somehow get lucky enough, because even though he's not in the catalog, Jalen Ramsey is in this game. We do have Will Johnson, who's another really good corner in this game. You're able to get another good corner through something. We'll get into this in a second, but you're able to get another good corner here. You got Revis. So unless you somehow start packing some of these dope corners, man coverage is not going to really be the move for you this year. So you're probably going to be in zone coverage a lot more. You're going to have good users for your linebackers. So I would say start with your linebackers and work your way through linebackers and safeties. Safeties is going to be another key point to hit on in this game for sure. But either way, catalog aside, presentation aside, another good thing about this game, right? Gameplay, right? This game does really good gameplay wise, right? So we're gonna jump into practice mode real quick. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. The game feels more fluid. The game doesn't feel animation based as it has in Madden. Now, here's the thing. I am going to be drawing a lot of comparisons from Madden 24, obviously, because Madden 25 isn't out yet. But either way, still, I noticed that in this game, the fluidity of the game, how it runs, everything, like I said, just seems smooth. So I'm going to just come out in something base like nickel cover 3, right? Now, here's the thing, right? As far as running with the running back, like I said, I have one of the best running backs. Juking is going to be a viable option in this game, obviously, this year. But spinning is also very good in this game. But, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the game just, it looks fluid. The breaking tackles, it looks fluid. Like, it doesn't, in Madden, it feels like everything you do, as soon as you get too close to a player, it's like you flip a coin, and that determines an animation in the game on whether or not something happens. Here's the other thing too. Once you hit top speed in this game, like, the odds of you breaking a tackle go up, because most of the time people are trying to either hit stick you or go for a strip animation, right? In this game, it's very, very rare that I would see a D tackle, or I mean not a D tackle, I would see a corner just absolutely stop my momentum dead in its tracks like Madden football, right? You would see Darrelle Revis stop Jerome Bettis, right, dead in his tracks for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Because he did a conservative tackle or whatever the case is. And it's like, what? Like, seriously? That really just happened? But as you guys can see, you know, one of my D tackles is getting sheds, you know, like I said, but it's not happening all the time. Stuff like that, Eric Henry just got a shed, you know, good play or whatever. But either way, as far as anything else, and obviously as you guys can see too, we obviously have slot posts in the game, so very happy about this. The good thing too about college football is that I remember slot post angle only being in one playbook in Madden, but since we have a crap ton of playbooks in college football, slot post angle is in a multitude of different plays for me, or different playbooks I should say. It's in USC. It's right now we're in the option playbook because I feel like triple options and things like that out of split slot could be valuable options for me in the run game. But either way, man, obviously y'all know I'm happy I got slot post angle back in the game, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, that was just a terrible read. Also, that reminds me, accuracy issues. So once again, gameplay wise, man, accuracy is going to be very similar of Madden 24 in the beginning of the year. Once again, don't have a problem with this. If your quarterback's throw accuracies are trash, yeah, he should throw the ball pretty bad here and there. But here's the thing. I don't have a problem with throw accuracies being bad because your stats are bad. What I have a problem is that when you throw a ball, let's say if I throw this streak, right? Let's say I throw this fade route to the right side of the screen. And I throw an inaccurate pass. Let's say I pass lead it inside and it's inaccurate. He just fucking dropped that. That's great. But either way, let's say I throw that and it's inaccurate. In Madden 24, there have been times where I would do that. And if it's inaccurate, I would throw it to this middle safety. I would throw it to the middle safety in this cover 3 and it would be picked off. I don't care how bad an accuracy is. It shouldn't be affected that much. Now, if your accuracy bar is in the red, typically it will be way more out of range. Now, could it still be in range for them to catch? Yes. But it will be a lot more out of range. Not throwing it to another zone out of range, but it will be more out of range. The orange one is kind of, it's still inaccurate, but it's more so you'll throw it either a little bit in front of them or a little bit behind them, a little bit more ahead of them. But once again, still a catchable ball. Those are the two accuracy ones. Now, obviously, yellow is a little bit better and green is green. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. But once again, accuracy is not going to be affected to the point where you're throwing it into a completely different zone because you got in the red. That's not the case this year. So I'm very happy about that. For the most part. Holy hell, I guess I'm just not gonna get any animations at all. Thank you, I appreciate it. Even though that one was orange, he still was able to catch that in bounds. You know what I'm saying? Another interesting thing too, gameplay wise, see that one was red and that one was more, that one was way out of bounds. He wasn't even gonna even get to that. So those are some noticeable things. Another orange one, but see, it was more, you know, he still got it, you know, but again, it's not that he was stretched out of bounds, you know, getting to it. Now, if I can get a green one, that would be a little bit better. Now, you see how he caught it more out of bounds, but still to the sideline. It's still away from the defender. That orange one previously, that one still low-key could have, well, if it was man coverage, it could have more of a chance of getting picked. You know what I'm saying? So things like that is something you got to be aware of. Once again, which is why, as you should be, quarterback is one of the most important positions you should pick up. Ultimately, as far as gameplay wise, I think it's very good gameplay wise. You're not waiting for animations to string together. Again, more fluidity. There are a lot of broken tackles in this game, but again, if you hit top speeds, you should be getting broken tackles if all you're trying to do is strip the ball. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say, for a lot of you that are getting into this game, man, when it comes to people who are toting the ball, there's two things, and this is why I have a heavy D-line. For me, defensively, I feel like the more heavy bodies I have on the D-line, because weight is a factor in this game, like it has been for the couple Maddens and stuff like that for the last like three Maddens, I guess it was. But weight is a factor in this game, right? So me having heavy bodies here on the D-line, they'll be more likely to shed. I have seen Desmond Watson, which is my worst D tackle, but he is my heaviest, make blow up plays, stop plays. What he has been causing havoc as a 72 overall. So I'm very happy that having him. Be honest with you, he probably does more work than Joey Bosa. That's the real crazy part. In my opinion, he really does more work than Joey Bosa. But another thing gameplay-wise is the wear and tear system. Now, if you're playing against a toter, right, my D-line can shed, get in, or whatever the case is. But if you have an opportunity to line up a running back, and this is going to be weird for some of you guys because I know it's weird for me, instead of hit sticking up, start hit sticking down. Start cut sticking instead of hits, just a regular hit stick up. The cut sticking with the wear and tear system will help you out so much more to at least nullify the run game. You're not going to outwardly stop it, right? But you'll be able to slow it down. And that, to me, that's the biggest part when playing against toters. You know what I'm saying? So do your best, because as you guys can see right now, Joe Burrow, he's in the red. That little, you guys can see the blue around him that's under him. That's his stamina. The opposite side of that red bar, that's supposed to be multiple bars and it's supposed to be green. But it's red. That's the wear and tear system on him. So once again, that's something to keep in mind for your players offensively, or not even just offensively, but that's something to keep in mind too for your players. But again, if you guys start cut sticking and hitting these running backs in their legs, they'll get wear and tear on them, and these jukes will be slower. His ability to just, because I've seen it quite a bit, people will just L stick their way because abilities in this game, they're able to do that now. So, which we'll get into that in a second too. But you'll see them doing a lot of things, but once you start cut sticking them, maybe 3 or 4 times, you hit those cut sticks, you'll see it start to slow down, which will line you up for bigger hit sticks. You know what I'm saying? So once again, keep that in mind if you guys are playing against a toter. But ultimately, I do like this game gameplay wise. It's a lot better than Madden. It's a lot more fluid. These things are very important when it comes to gameplay. Now, let's get into the abilities, because it is part of the gameplay. So, abilities in Madden are what they are. You know what I'm saying? It's not really much to say about that. They are what they are. But college football, which I hope EA or Madden adopts this system, abilities are based on a tier, right, in this game. So, Judas, for instance, right? Right now, Judas has downhill and sidestep, right? Sidestep slightly improve abilities to fake out defenders with juke moves, slightly more broken tackles after reaching max speed. Now, again, this is a new ability that we haven't seen before, but again, it's a very good ability, and quite frankly, it makes sense. If you're at top speed and, your opponent is, outside of maybe a hit stick, you should be able to break that tackle. If it's like a conservative tackle, like, you're not going to be able to just wrap up somebody running full speed. You know what I'm saying? So, I like this ability. Now, sidestep. Bronze. What this is that obviously this is jukebox, but it's not going to proc all the time. Why? Because it's bronze. Based on the tier list, I believe it's bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Now, here's the other thing, right? I don't know if it will be in here. Shifty. Slightly increases ability to maintain speed during cuts and turns. Now, I might go to this more so. Matter of fact, I'm going to make this change now before I forget. But either way, I like Shifty a little bit more because Shifty is just L stick, right? L sticking in this game is very good. And tied with this ability, it's even more powerful. You don't even need to use, like, you can do what people used to do in Madden 24 with their right stick. You can do it with your left stick with this ability for sure. All right, now, like I said, here's the thing. You guys can see here that we have a lot of bronze here, but we do have a silver sidekick. Decently improved cut blocks when in pass protection, which, you know, it's whatever. But again, this is a silver tier ability. This is going to probably proc a lot more. Well, not a lot more. It'll probably proc a little bit more than, let's say, it's, you know, bronze, than another bronze ability. Now, again, we also have another silver here, recoup. And let me see. Is there another... No, it's just the same thing. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing here, too. Option shield, inside shield. So, we do have, like I said, we do have a lot of different abilities that we haven't seen. But, again, some of these are going to be very similar, right? Slightly improved first level, double team blocking, and inside runs. But this one is a slightly break, hits the tackles. It's called balanced, but it's tank. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But, again, abilities, they're on a tier, like I said. And this to me will help the game a lot more because obviously the higher tiers that you want for an ability, the more that is going to cost you. Now you could probably, once more cards come out and they have more options for the tiers and the ability, you will see Shifty probably go up to a silver, right? And you'll still have its bronze, you know, bronze thing too. So you will have to make a choice. Right, Shifty will probably go up to, let's say, 3 AP on silver, right? But what if you don't have the AP to use? Can you get away with using bronze instead? You know, these things you have to be able to factor in, once again, which is good. Instead of just throwing abilities on and having them work every single time throughout the game. More specifically, knockouts. But I don't think, okay, well, it's not unlocked for him. But either way, slightly more knockouts and less broken tackles on standing catches attempts by the offense, right? Now, once again, this is bronze, right? Which means that this is going to proc, but it's not going to proc every single time. This is what I'm talking about in this game. Too many times do we see that EA puts abilities in the game, EA Madden, puts abilities in games, and they don't have, not only do they not have counters for them, but they still just dominate the field. I have had situations, I'm sure people have it too, where I've thrown passes in Madden, and my receivers caught a ball, has taken 2 steps, and they get the ball knocked out. Nigga, that's a fumble. You know what I'm saying? But they count it as a knockout. It's ridiculous, right? Now, here's the other problem. I don't have an issue with abilities in the game. I have an issue when you put abilities in the game that make the player stop playing the game, right? Abilities are meant to help you, not play for you. That is the underlying factor in that. I don't have a problem with abilities helping people. I have a problem with abilities playing for people. And also, one last thing for gameplay, right? That I kind of forgot to mention. The O-line. And a little something else, but we'll touch on that a little bit. O-line. Finally, right? I know Madden 25 is going to have it in their game. But, the O-line. I have complained about the O-line for far too long, right? And they finally did something about it. Now we get to see who's being blocked And if we decide to block 6, we still see who's getting blocked, things of that nature. Now, I'm not going to go into gameplay with it just because I'm not going to go back in there again. But either way, you get to see who's getting blocked. And if you guys would see it too, that if certain players are in the box that are possibly blitzing and you're only blocking 5, obviously you're 5 down linemen, you will see fire, the flames, go above their head. These are players that could potentially blitz and get in, and because there's not enough people blocking. Now, if you decide to block 6, then it will change, obviously. But once again, we get to see that. We know who our guard's picking up. We know who our center's picking up. We know who our tackle's picking up. We know who our running back is picking up if we block it. We know these things, and we can see it. Now, again, it's not obviously exactly how I wanted it to be done, but again, it's a huge improvement, and honestly, in my opinion, it's good enough. Because at least we know. So if I slide my protection, one way or the other, I know who is being picked up. And that's all I wanted. That's it. I got tired, sick and tired of every title update, every this, every that, of Madden saying, oh, we changed the coding, and I don't care about your coding. Why? Because I can't see your coding. I can't. I don't want to just hear about an update. I don't want to hear about, oh, we fixed this and want to fix. No. I want to see it. I have to be able to see that. Because if I don't see it, I'm still going to think it's in the game. And if it's still in the game, then you didn't fix anything. You just said you fixed something and you didn't do anything. I don't want to hear nothing about your coding. Because obviously your coding is very flawed. I need to be able to see whatever it is that is being done. Whatever it is being fixed. O-line is fixed. Thank you, EA Sports. And also, as it is, one thing I said I was going to touch on, for right now, there are no 8-gap blitzing and 6-1 evens and yada yada. There is none of that. Which, once again, 6-1 blitzing, to me, the issue with 6-1 blitzing is the cluster of players and people just glitching off of each other and getting in. Dollar was by far the most annoying blitz, simply because it was the lack of coding in the game. The guard, for whatever reason, whether it was double teamed or not, is clearly supposed to pick up a blitzer, and he will not do it. Literally, it's a 50-50 shot every time, and it shouldn't be. He should be picked up every single time, and he wasn't. But there is none of that in his game currently. So I'm very happy about that. But once again, even if it was, we have the O-line system now in the game, so it should be picked up just fine. So once again, I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to close out gameplay with that, right? So overall, very happy about the gameplay. Very happy about the improvements. Now, next up, reward system. The reward system in this game, as some of you guys would know, we have the season pass. Now again, glitches. So as you guys know, I'm level 32. Alright, there was a glitch in the game, a solo battle glitch. You played the solo battles, you got a crap ton of XP. And there was also another glitch in the game with the pack offers in the game. Which was weird. So the pack glitch in the game was that there was 88s, 89s, and the 90s coming out of packs, right? Now, this caused a huge market crash to the point where these cards were around 900 to a mil. That's what they were roughly going for. It crashed so bad that the card's price dropped to about 130k, somewhere around there. That's how big of a crash it was. That's how many of these cards were getting pulled out of packs. Now, EA tried to fix it, right? But they caught it pretty quickly, actually. But their fix to it, a lot of people didn't like, which was understandable. But there was another pack glitch that cost money this time, but wasn't caught as nearly as quick as the last one, right? So there was a $40 pack in the auction in the store. You went ahead, you bought it, and you got the option of two 88 to 89 or even a 90. you got an option, like 2 options out of those players, and you picked one, and there you go. But once again, it was a pack glitch. But this one, like I said, it stayed in a lot longer than the original one. So I don't know why that is, but you know, that's how we got our 2 players. So it is what it is. You feel me? But as you guys can see in the field pass, though, we're at level 32. Now, as far as rewards in this game, it's very typical of what the field pass was in Madden. You know what I'm saying? We have, you know, coins that really won't amount to nothing. 2K here, the Season 1 Rare B&D Fantasy Pack, which is B&D, won't really help you. Another 2K. The 84 overall fantasy, which, again, this isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially to start the year, so it is what it is. But another 2K, another 2K, another 3K, and then all the way till you get the 87 overall Harold Perkins, which is an 87 overall. Now, season passes. Madden. Now, comp passes and season passes, I did not have a problem with ultimately until they took out from the comp pass. They took out the option around season 2, I believe, or season 3, but it was early on. There was an option for, like, I think it was like an 85 plus legend player, right? That was good. But they took that out and replaced it with legend packs. That was bad. Here's why. There were no other options in this game to earn coins outside of you being able to pull something good out of that 85, even if you didn't pull anything good. If you got the bare minimum 85 overall card, which again, I don't know if it was specifically the 85 overall plus, but we'll just say it's 85 plus because it was early on in the year. But let's say it was an 85 plus legend player. If you pulled a bare minimum 85, you can still probably sell that for what, 40, 50K, something like that. Not a lot of profit, but it's profit. It's something, right? But taking that out and replacing it with packs, the problem is that the packs, bare minimum, will give you an 80. It's a set piece. You would have to get vastly more lucky to get an 85, let alone pull a 89 overall legend player. The amount of luck it would take for you to get any profit out of the season pass or the comp pass was ridiculous, because that was the only thing worth in any one of those passes, right? The coins weren't really doing anything for anybody. The only thing that was worth was the packs. Now, excluding the players, because once again, there are some cases where the players are worth it, right? Well, once again, this also depends on 2 factors. Number one, depending on if you had a theme team, that was another one. But 2, depending on when you got that player in the season pass or comp. Well, the comp pass was always the same, I believe. But depending on when you got that certain player in the season pass, that was also dependent on how important that player was. Now, here's the thing. 87 Harold Perkins Jr. is he's an 87 overall linebacker. Now, there are linebackers in the game, Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, who are already 85s. Now, because of the season pass glitch, I'm probably going to get this Harold Perkins, and he will still be very usable for me, right? But once again, that's because of a glitch in the game. I will get him a little bit sooner than most people. So, at the end of the day, you're going to tell me that there aren't going to be other 87... By the time most people get done with this season pass, there isn't going to be more 87 linebackers in this game that could either possibly be better than him. You get what I'm saying? That's my biggest concern. Because then what's the point of getting... I mean, yeah, you get a free linebacker. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you're going to have 87 linebackers coming out, possibly 88 linebackers coming out. Is there really a point? You know what I mean? But once again, it's earlier on in the year, so obviously there's an argument to be made at that point. But I recall that there got to a certain point in the season pass in Madden 24 where people were getting Michael Vick. I used Vick maybe 3 to 4 days before. I think that was around the time that we got the Bo Jackson quarterback. But here's the other thing too. Other people were using Bo Jackson quarterback because he had better abilities than the Michael Vick. So Michael Vick, one of the greatest quarterbacks obviously in real life, but obviously one of the greatest quarterbacks in MUT, was useless. You know what I'm saying? So that is a huge concern. But once again, at least you're guaranteed this player, right? But PAX, you weren't guaranteed anything. And to me, that was the biggest issue. There was no guarantee of anything, of the amount of hours and time you spend on the game. There was no good rewards. And there was no way to earn coins either. The best way to earn coins in Madden 24 is buying packs. Because those packs gave you the best odds of whatever it might be. You can either get a 90 or have a chance at an LTD. I mean, we're not getting those odds anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting that anywhere else in the game. And once again, earning coins. Once again, has to do with the reward system. But you can grind out head to head all day long. Out of, I don't know how many freaking Super Bowls I won. You know what I'm saying? Like 25, somewhere between 25 and 30 Super Bowls. Out of the amount of trophy packs that I pulled, I probably pulled 3 cards that were worth anything in this game. In Madden 24. 3. The rest of it was training. So, like that's terrible. That's really bad. You feel me? And once again, putting all this time and effort, grinding out dailies, grinding out all these different things to earn season XP or whatever for nothing. Literally for nothing. Because you're not going to get anything out of the coins. You're definitely not going to get anything out of the touchdown packs. Once again, you have to be extremely lucky to get anything worth out of the game. But I say that to say this. College football. Reward system. Season pass. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the season pass. You can keep season pass. You can add competitor pass, whatever. But don't just give us this and take away everything else. Head to head. The gauntlet. Go to rewards. College football 25. A competitive, and my last point for this video, a competitive aspect to your game. And a reward system to go with it. Madden football. Take notes. Because if y'all don't have this in y'all game, I promise you, a lot more people are going to play college football instead of your game. 300K guaranteed. You are guaranteed 300K from 10 wins. And this is all, you only need 10 wins. 300K. 3 national championship packs. 87 overall. Gauntlet Aiden White, which is the cornerback. 9 wins. Still gets you 300K along with the Aiden White. 8 wins, 200K. 7 wins, 200K. 6 wins, 150. 5 wins, 150. 4 wins, 70K. 3 wins, 35K. And all the way down and down and down. Okay? Hey, man. I'm lost for words. Because it's simple. It really is. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, well, Weekend League people used to cheat, this, that, and the third. Fix it, EA. Taking it out the game isn't going to make your game better. There needs to be a competitive aspect and high rewards for people who want to be comp. Period. Y'all took everything away and made it just about one thing only. Pulling packs. Buying packs, I should say. That's it. There was no competitive aspect to your game. MUT Champs wasn't competitive. Why wasn't it competitive? Because it was all a means to complete the comp pass. What do you get out of the comp pass? You are guaranteed 2 players in packs. Packs, which, by the way, you need to be lucky to pull anything out of. And if those 2 players weren't either part of your theme team or possibly, at some cases, there were already upgrades coming out for that position. So you might not even have need this whatever player it was. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think I used one comp pass player. There was an incentive for completing the comp pass early to get the player and I think get another tier bucket or whatever, ability bucket or whatever the case is. Never did it once. Not once. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Even if there was a Raider in there, still wouldn't have done it. It's not worth. It's not worth it at all. Be honest with you, these passes didn't even get good till the end of the year, when they were giving us golden tickets in the comp passes and the season passes. It's the only time it got good. Other than that, they were ass. So you're telling me your most comp mode, quote unquote, MUT Champs. I put all this time and effort into this. To then my reward to be coins that don't amount to anything, honestly. Beyond dead ass, let's keep it a buck. I'm not sure of the exact amount, but out of the season pass and comp pass, the coins that you got out of both of those, right? I think even if you put them together, won't equal out 10 wins in a gauntlet. It won't equal out 300K. All right, I might be talking shit, but I'm pretty sure both passes put together won't equal out 300K. That is ass. Terrible. Your reward system in Madden 24 was so flawed. And I promise you, if it's the exact same thing in Madden 25, I don't care if your gameplay is like more fluid and stuff just like college football. Right? I don't care about all that other stuff. I don't care about your presentations. I don't care about any of that. If there isn't a competitive aspect to your game, like the gauntlet, and I gotta buy packs or whatever to be, that's okay. I'll get content out. Raiders theme team is still gonna be on Madden 25. Oh, best believe. Best Raider team builder on YouTube, I will be on Madden 25. But I will not stream this game. It will be strictly to buy the packs, get the player, get the content, and I'm getting off the game. Because what's the point? Why am I completing your season pass for? To get nothing? Why am I completing your comp pass for? To get even more of nothing? Why am I playing head to head for it? To get trophy packs that get me nothing? No. College football. Well, why am I playing the gauntlet? So you have the opportunity, if you are comp enough, to get this is for the champion division shit. I completely forgot about this. So even in the championship division, so So champion division. Let me get into this real quick. Gauntlet, right? Gauntlet and champion division. If you get 16 wins, bare minimum, all you need is 16 wins, right? So let's say you get the 16 wins. You off rip get the Gauntlet entry token, and you get 95k, right? Now, if you want to do all 20, you can go ahead and do that. Get 125k, right? Which once again ain't bad. So you can do all 20, but the bare minimum you need 16 wins. You get the Gauntlet entry, and you get 2 victory packs for victory formation packs. There we go. So that's that, right? Once you get that Gauntlet token, you go right into the Gauntlet, and then there you go. Now you have an opportunity to get 70k for 4 wins, which to me that's not bad. Whatever, early on in the year, but 5 wins gives you 150, all the way up to you getting 300k. This is what you get from being comp, right? Comp in Madden 24, MUT champs. Oh, congratulations! You won 25 games in MUT champs. You are really up on your comp pass. Congrats. Do I get anything else out of this? No, you don't. But my packs that I got were ass. Sorry. You can go to the store and buy packs. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like, EA Sports. Fool me once. That is the first. And now that we got college football, this will be the first and the last time that I put time and effort into your passes. If there is no comp aspect to your game, I am going to play it as little as possible. Period. I say, and that's the good part about college football. This game is fun. Even if I'm losing, I'm still having fun. I've gotten into shootouts. I've already been in overtime thriller games. This shit is fun. Actually fun. I could lose in a game and I'm not angry or pissed off. I'm annoyed because I lost, but I'm not angry or mad because of a D lineman pick or somebody A-gap blitzing out $1 or people just spamming 6-1 just to get pressure. I'm not dealing with that. And again, like I already said, the blocking mechanic is in Madden. We already know that. So we might not have to deal with dollar blitzing and all that stuff. But once again, it's a moot point. Because if your game's that competitive, I mean, who's going to take the time out to play? Some people will. Some absolutely will. Not me, though. I'll get my packs that I need if I have to buy packs. Whatever coins I get, whatever. Get the player that I need. Boom, boom, boom. Gameplay. Off. Going right back to college football. College football, currently right now, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I know it's crazy. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Presentation's not all the way there. Once again, I understand certain aspects, but there is no pack animations, which is part of the presentation in the game. So it is what it is. But they missed on that point, so that's 1. Content-wise, though, they're hitting on content, right? We've had content since early release. All the way now we know we're getting legends in this game. So content, to me, is going to be very similar to Madden. So very happy about that. Gameplay. Like I already said, fluid gameplay. Abilities don't seem like they're going to be too OP to even start the year off, obviously. But it seems like because of them tearing out abilities in this game, it's going to make the game last a whole lot longer. They're going to make abilities help people, not play for the people. Which is great. So, gameplay, my opinion, definitely is a hit. Right? Number 4, reward system. What am I getting out of playing your game? Right? And that goes hand in hand with number 5, competitiveness. It's a sports game. EA Madden. It's a sports game. Wins and losses. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose. There needs to be a competitive aspect to your game. This is not, oh, well, everybody gets to win because everybody's completing the comp pass. Everybody's completing the season pass. No, 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 no. If you want to complete the season pass and the comp pass, go right ahead. But if you don't, and you want to bust motherfuckers in Weekend League or Gauntlet or whatever you want to call it, go right ahead. But you should have those avenues and those options. But as it is, I'm out of 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for this game. As of last year's Madden, 2. And that's being generous. 2 out of 5. Just ass. Y'all don't understand how happy I was to get that last video out. I had somebody in my comments too. I'm sorry, bro, and I haven't gotten to it. My bad. But I had somebody in my comments, hey, could you do a video of maxing out Devontae Adams or something like that? Having Devontae Adams in the lineup and maxing him out. I'm not getting back on that game. I refuse. I got my Madden 25 tokens for next year. I ain't touching that game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I hope I went over everything that I needed to go over, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Are you guys curious about anything when it comes to college football 25, man? You guys want to know my opinions on anything else? Feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But as it is, plan is for college football 25, UM theme team. Try to build one, get it up as much as possible. Stay up on streaming this game. Do what we got to do and have fun doing it, man. But either way, man, y'all let me know in the comment section below anything else you guys have, thoughts, opinions on, whatever, gameplay-wise, whatever. Like I said, I'm in these trenches, bro. Been playing this game for a little bit, so y'all let me know comments, concerns, whatever the case is. But either way, that's my opinion. Y'all let me know your opinion in the comment section below. If you have played NCAA, college football, whatever you want to call it. If you have played it already, y'all let me know what you would rank college football 25. All right? Right now, y'all already know I'm at a 4 out of 5. I'm curious to know y'all thoughts and opinions. But either way, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. If you did, make sure you guys drop a like. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. Only takes 1 second. That being said, catch you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.